Hello, and welcome to episode 4 of our YouTube podcast. In today's episode, we will be exploring the topic of how it all began, the origin of the universe, and how everything came to exist. So, from a spiritual awakening perspective, this topic is extremely fascinating and full of different perspectives and insights. So, let's begin. Where to begin, right? That's the true question. But let's go back and talk about spiritual teachers and their perspective on stuff. So throughout the ages, many spiritual teachers have explored the nature of the Creator and His creation, seeking to understand its mystery and to connect with its divine wisdom, right? Based on research that I've gathered, this is how I believe that things went down. So I'm going to give you guys straight up my conclusion of how everything has or began at some point, and my perspective on it based on books that I've read, research that I've done, and then you guys can tell me if you guys agree with me, what do you guys think, and so on. So first, there was nothing but darkness and a void, a vast emptiness that existed before time, space, and matter. And then from this darkness, a spark of light emerged, a divine spark that contained within the seed of creation. This spark was the Creator, the source of all that exists, and it held the power to bring forth the universe and all of its wonder. The Creator began by expanding its light, sending out all this energy and vibration that echoed through the void. This energy created patterns and rhythms that formed the fabric of the universe, the laws of physics, and the building blocks of matter. They set the stage for the creation of stars, galaxies, planets, and life. As the universe began to take shape, the Creator infused it with its own consciousness, all living things with a spark of divinity. This divine spark is what gives us our sense of self, our consciousness, and our connection to the Creator. It is what allows us to experience life, to grow, and to evolve spiritually. The Creator created everything with a purpose, to provide us with opportunities to learn and grow spiritually. It created a world of duality, where light and dark, good and evil, joy and sorrow all existed in balance, each providing valuable lessons and experiences. It created beings of all kinds, from the smallest microbes to the most complex organisms, each with its unique path and purpose. Okay, so there's this book called The Raw Material. I don't know if you guys have heard of it, but it's actually pretty cool. It consists of a series of channeled transcripts from the 1980s, which were recorded by Don Elkins, Carla, and Jim McCartney. The material claims to be the words of a non-human intelligence known as Ra, who speaks through Carla while she is in a trance state. The raw material consists of 5 books which explore a wide range of topics related to spirituality, metaphysics, and the nature of realities. It's a series of channeled messages that were reported to be transmitted to a group of individuals in the early 1980s that were all trying to have contact with other beings. The messages were said to come from an extraterrestrial entity or group of entities known as Ra, who claim to be from the 6th density of existence. That's crazy, right? So, according to the raw material, our souls come from a non-physical realm known as the infinite creator or intelligent infinity that exists in the universe. Ra describes this infinite intelligence as a conscious, intelligent energy that pervades all things and is the source of all creation. According to Ra, the infinite intelligence expresses itself through various densities or levels of consciousness, including the physical realm where we exist. Ra explains that the physical realm is a co-creation of the infinite intelligence and our own consciousness, as we contribute to the creation of our physical reality through our thoughts, emotions, and actions. Now, Ra does not attribute the creation of humanity to a specific entity or creator. They do emphasize the importance of spiritual evolution, though, and the journey towards higher consciousness. Ra suggests that our purpose in life is to learn and grow through various experiences and incarnations, ultimately ascending to higher levels of consciousness and returning to the infinite intelligence from what or where we originated. Now, doesn't that sound familiar? I would love to talk more about raw material, but that would have to be for another podcast episode since it's a lot and is actually quite complicated. So for now, let's just continue speaking about this. While I do agree that we do come from non-physical realm and are all part of the creator itself, and we're basically here expanding and expressing ourselves to take back to the creator all that we already know and keep evolving, I also think and strongly believe that humanity's evolution was not solely the result of natural processes. It was influenced by other beings from outside our planet. I believe we did get help. I believe these beings helped to accelerate our development by sharing their knowledge, technology, and genetics. And I know many of you are going to find this strange, maybe not agree with me. That's totally fine. But just give a thought and do your research, and you guys will see what I'm talking about. It's very interesting stuff, actually. Now, I would love to talk more about everything, about all of this, but I'm just gonna make other podcast episodes to dive in more into these topics. Let's talk about Dolores Cannon, because she mentioned a lot that she believed the human evolution was influenced actually by beings from other dimensions and planets. She suggested that these beings have been observing and interacting with humanity for thousands of years, helping to guide us on our spiritual path. Isn't that crazy to think of? But I mean, there's so many curiosities in the world and life itself that has no explanation to it. Take, for instance, the Egyptian pyramids, among many other ancient discoveries that have left many of us speechless and questioning everything. It's really, really crazy. Now, Braden is a spiritual teacher. I don't know if you heard of him, but he also mentions a lot all of these things in regards to ancient wisdom, right? He's not only an author, but he's also a scientist, and I love his work because he blends ancient wisdom with modern science and offers insights into the origins of humanity and our evolution, like where we come from, what happened, and he just digs in there. If you haven't seen his work, I highly recommend you to do so. You absolutely love it. Braden's belief on our origins are grounded in both scientific discoveries and ancient spiritual traditions. He suggests that we originated from a divine source also, which he refers to as the matrix. So the matrix is a field of consciousness that connects all things in the universe and is the source of all creation. Braden proposes that the matrix is an intelligent and conscious force that pervades all aspects of the physical universe. Now, according to Braden, our evolution is guided by the interaction between the matrix and our own consciousness. As we learn to align our thoughts, emotions, and actions with the matrix, we can tap into its infinite intelligence and manifest our desires in the physical world. Braden also draws on ancient and spiritual traditions to explain the evolution of humanity. He suggests that we have gone through various cycles of evolution, rising and falling of our consciousness and awareness over time. He proposes that we're currently in a cycle of rapid evolution, in which we are becoming more aware of our interconnectedness and the power of our thoughts and emotions. Overall, he believes in the origins and emphasizes the importance of consciousness and our connection to the universe. He suggests that we have evolved through a combination of scientific processes and spiritual awakening, and that we have the power to shape our own destiny by aligning with the matrix and tapping into its infinite intelligence. The story of how everything started from a spiritual perspective is one of wonder, mystery, and divine purpose. It invites us to explore the depth of our own consciousness, to connect with the Creator, and to embrace the beauty and complexity of the universe. I want to thank you for listening again to this episode. If you have been following my channel, I hope that it has inspired you to continue your own journey of spiritual exploration and growth. If you do like these podcasts and you do feel like I should make different topics or whatever you want to listen to, make sure you just leave your feedback in the comments. I really appreciate it. Also, make sure to hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on future episodes. And I'm gonna try to find a way to upload these to Spotify, perhaps make it easier, but when I do, I will let you guys know. I also have an Instagram. Feel free to follow me there. It's Cabby, that's what it's called. You can find it in my bio. And yeah, just subscribe. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next one.